Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sleep Consultant Blueprint. This week we are going to be deep diving into how you can start a business as a sleep consultant way more quickly than you ever imagined. So last week we talked about finding your exit number, and this is something I feel so passionately about. This is the real number that you actually need to earn in order to leave the classroom or leave your job for good. Without that number, you are shooting at an invisible target, so we have to start there before we do anything else. If you missed that episode, definitely pause this, go back and listen, and then start back here again. It is a great one and it is definitely something I don't want you to miss. This week, we are going to take it a step further. We're going to talk about once you know your exit number and you know what you're aiming for, and you know that you want to become a sleep consultant. Now we're going to talk about how you're going to actually make that happen so that you can potentially never step a foot back in the classroom again after you check out for the summer. It does not take 6 months or more to build a profitable sleep consulting business. The reality is that you can be a certified sleep consultant with paying clients by August if you start now. We are looking at a 90-day time frame for you to get certified and start getting paid. You have spent your years as a teacher focusing on surviving and just getting through until the next holiday or until next school break. And right now, summer is coming up in just a couple of weeks for most of you, and that is the ultimate break. So many of you have probably been counting down the days. You literally know to a T how many days you have left until that summer break. But pretty soon after summer starts, you're going to be seeing those back to school ads start popping back up, and the new year dread is going to start creeping back in. It feels like you are on the cusp of freedom, but that freedom is always short term and followed by another year of stress. And so I want you to recognize whether it really makes sense for you to continue on that cycle of looking forward to the next school break, looking forward to summer, only to realize that that short-lived freedom is going to keep you in that cycle of staying stressed out throughout the entire year until you get to that next break. You're also likely constantly telling yourself that it's going to take too long to build something new. Not just too much time out of your day-to-day life to build it, but too much time to amount to something real. You envision that any business that you decide to start is going to take a year or more to really get off the ground and to get you to a place where you feel like you are able to actually make that exit. So you probably keep telling yourself that it's just not worth it, that the payoff is too delayed, that it just doesn't make sense to do it. But the problem with that line of thinking is that by telling yourself that it's going to take too long, all you're doing is delaying yourself getting to that end result. You're giving yourself a reason to never start. You're giving yourself a reason to stay comfortable where you are, because even though teaching might be stressing you the hell out, even though it might be something that you feel you have outgrown or that wasn't really what you thought it was going to be whenever you dreamed about being a teacher as a little girl, you're staying in it because you're not giving yourself the opportunity to even try doing something different. And you're delaying the life that you could have when you just give yourself the permission to do it and to start. And the reality is, if you had started 6 months ago, you would likely already be earning that exit number that we calculated last week on a monthly basis. With sleep consulting and with our program specifically, it is literally created to allow you to build something real in 90 days. 90 days from today, you could be a certified sleep consultant. Within weeks of graduating, you would have your first paying clients, earning $2,000, $3,000, or even $4,000 or more per month. As we sit here today, it is mid-May, and it is super realistic that you could be a certified sleep consultant making enough money to leave the classroom before school even starts back up in August or September. I want you to sit with that for a minute because I know you probably think I'm crazy and you're probably like, yeah, right, that's not even possible. There's no way that could happen. I'm about to tell you how it is possible. But again, just sit with that for a minute. I want you to dream about the fact that what if that is real? What if I'm not crazy? What if it is realistic that you could literally start today and be earning a solid income by August or September so that you never had to go back? What would change for you? What would your life look like if you were working 100% from home, fitting in your work and your clients around your regular life instead of having to fit in your family life and your kids and your own needs around your work life and around your classroom schedule? So if you need to, I want you to pause for a second and I want you to really think about what that life would look like for you because it is realistic for you. And again, I'm about to break down how that all happens. Okay, so come back to me now. We're going to break this all down. The way that we do this is through our 12-week certification accelerator. This is your streamlined path to becoming a sleep consultant who is confident and ready to get paid in 12 weeks or less. And this is a proven system that is going to allow you to make that happen for yourself. So I want you to think about it this way. You would never spend a year learning tax law to be able to file your own return. You would hire somebody who already has the system, whether that's TurboTax or a CPA or something else. The difference between someone who builds a successful business in 90 days versus doing it in 2 years is not talent. It is whether they followed a proven system or whether they tried to figure it out on their own. Our program is that proven system, and it has been proven with over 600 graduates that have gone through our program. It was built to work around the busiest mom's life. 4 to 5 hours per week is all that it takes you to be able to get certified and start earning real income in the small pockets of time that you have in your already crazy life. And for teachers specifically, right now is literally the magic time to do it because you're going into summer where you're going to have extra time built in to be able to move even faster. So let's break down how this actually works. First, we have the Applied Sleep Framework, which allows you to learn everything you need to know to be able to understand sleep on a deep evidence-based level. So you don't just know about wake windows and sleep methods, you know why that 6-month-old whose mom is calling you is struggling to fall asleep at night and waking up every 2 hours, and you can easily translate that why to a family in a way that helps them understand and allows them to know exactly what they need to do to fix that challenge that they're facing. We don't just teach you the surface level stuff, we go deep and we help you understand the science, we help you understand exactly why things happen a specific way, and we help you customize that approach to every single family and every single child. Next, we have the theory to real world bridge. This takes that information that you just learned about sleep and allows you to apply it to real life scenarios so that you can practice and get feedback from us before you ever work with a real family in real life. This is where things get real. You get to build your confidence with real life situations in a controlled environment so that you feel prepared to take on real families. And you're not just guessing and hoping that you understand it, you're submitting real coursework to us. We're reviewing it and we are coming back to you with individualized specific feedback to help you continue to grow and develop your skills. And then lastly, the Client Confidence Accelerator is where the magic happens. Most programs stop once they give you some scenarios to practice with. We actually require every single one of our students to work with 5 real families before you ever graduate from our program. You will take each of these families through the entire sleep consulting process before you graduate. You get an assigned mentor who is going to review every single plan in detail, give you extremely detailed feedback, and will provide support while you work with those families. This allows you to graduate actually confident and prepared rather than having a great understanding of how this all works in theory, because you will know I can do this because you've literally already done it. You already did it with 5 families who are raving about you, who are saying how amazing you are, who are telling you that you have literally changed their life. So when you graduate, you're not wondering, can I actually do this? Can I actually help people? You have the proof that you can because you've already done it. Every single step builds on the last so that by the time you leave our program, you're confident and you are ready to take on any situation that comes your way. Plus, you continue to have our support every step of the way after that. So even whenever you come across unknown situations, you have us there to help you through it. We're not going to deep dive into the business side of things, but it's important for you to understand that we don't stop here. We go so much further, and we go into an entire process called the 90-day 5K sprint, where we work with you specifically on the things that you need to do inside your business to launch quickly and start making money right away. So you're not guessing what to do or how to build a profitable business. It is all built in for you, and it gives you the step-by-step breakdown so you know exactly what to do to start making money quickly. Then from there, we take you into our Scale Without Burnout method. It's going to teach you how to get to your monthly sales goal as quickly as possible without burning yourself out, without spending hours on social media, and without becoming a social media influencer. So while we're not going to go into that super deeply today, just understand that you have everything that you need inside this program, beyond the sleep training and into the business systems to allow you to be successful and profitable long-term inside your business. Now, coming back to the sleep process, this entire process inside our program takes approximately 12 weeks to complete. And that is with spending 4 to 5 hours per week on average inside our program. If you dedicate more time, of course, you would be able to move more quickly. It is self-paced with support every step of the way. We meet you where you are inside the program. So if you are a go-getter, if you're like, you know what, I'm going to spend this summer and I'm going to spend every free hour that I have inside this program moving quickly, we will meet you where you are and we will support you in that speed and in that acceleration inside the program. But 12 weeks is a very realistic timeline if you are spending 4 to 5 hours per week inside the program. So you graduate from our program ready to work with real clients and ready to charge for your services because you already know you can do it since you've already done it. So I want you to think back to the analogy that I gave earlier about the tax system. You would not go out there trying to figure out how to do your taxes on your own just so that you could save $500 on your taxes every year, right? You're going to hire the expert that's going to tell you what they need from you and what to do so that they can file your taxes appropriately. We are that system that is going to help you skip through the difficult parts. We're going to help you learn what you need to learn in a accelerated way so that you have all of the information you need to be successful. We're giving you the exact path, the exact steps to take inside our program so that you can become a confident sleep consultant who is ready to take on any challenges that they're facing inside their business and with clients that they work with. And then our business system is going to take you through those next steps of building a profitable business extremely quickly. And look, I get that it is scary to take this jump. I understand that if you are here thinking about becoming a sleep consultant, thinking about starting a business, you've probably tried a bunch of other things first. You've probably tested out Teachers Pay Teachers. You've probably tested out selling on Etsy. You've looked into MLMs. You've thought about lots of other things and maybe even tried lots of other things, but none of it worked. And so it's scary to think about investing the time and investing the money into doing something else completely different. But here is the reality of that. What you are doing right now is delaying your progress, delaying your new life where you literally would have complete control over your time. And the cost of waiting and just seeing what happens, or waiting until a better time, or waiting until you magically have more time, is so much bigger than the cost of investing now and investing the time now. The faster you move, the faster you're going to build, and the faster you're going to be able to make that decision that you want to make to be able to leave the classroom forever, be able to leave your corporate job forever, and be able to create a life that you're actually excited about. I wake up every Monday now excited to jump into my business, excited to talk to my students, excited to work with clients. And I want that for you. I know how it feels to be to wake up on Mondays and have that feeling in your gut of like, oh, another week is starting and I have to get through another week and then it'll be the weekend. And then you get into the weekend and that weekend flies by so fast and before you know it, it's Monday again. I know that feeling and I don't want that for you anymore. I want you to be able to build the life that you are excited about, and all that it takes is taking that first step. So if you are ready to take the next step, if you're like, this sounds amazing, okay, I'm finally ready to do it, let's commit, let's do it, let's get started. I want to be the person who is not going back to the classroom in August or September, or I want to be the person who is giving my resignation before August or September, then I want you to find me on Instagram at the Cradle Coach Academy and send me a message with the word ready. And I want to chat through your specific situation to ensure that our program is a great fit for you and that I can help you meet those goals. If it is, we'll get you started right away so that you can be on your way to building this business in the next 90 days. If you want a deeper understanding of how our program works, including the business side, dive into our Sleep Consultant Blueprint, which is a bite-sized 5-video series that is going to show you how we take you from certified to paid. You can find that in the show notes or by going to thecradlecoachacademy.com/blueprint. And this will take you to a page where you can sign up and get instant access to that video series right away. All right, so that is it for this week. I cannot wait to connect with you. I cannot wait to get you started. This journey is going to be so much smoother than you anticipate, and you can make it happen if you just decide to start. So let's get you started, and I will talk to you soon. I'll see you right back here next week for next week's episode.